Okay guys, it's gonna be okay. I'm DJ Fish for Fish to Go Movie Reviews, and just keep calm. I have a ball. A stress ball. It's got a happy face on it. See that? Squishy squish. It's nice and soft. Won't hurt anybody. Just stay nice and calm.
That's the picture.
If I scared you guys, I'm sorry. The title of the video is Carrie. You kind of or should have expected that. Alright, welcome to day 77 of my 100 Days, 100 Movies challenge. Okay, are we good? Are we calm? Are we actually calm this time? Alright, I haven't done a horror type movie since my days back in October. And no, I never actually saw Carrie. It's been considered one of those seminal horror movies that every horror fan has to see. And though I'm myself not a horror fan, I thought, hey, it's kind of a cult classic. What the hell? Literally. This is one of the first films from filmmaker Brian De Palma. It's good. And here he is with his 1976 adaptation of the Stephen King novel called Carrie. That poor, poor girl. She really could have used one of these. Now, I'm assuming a lot of you have seen this movie, but if you haven't, like me, then here's a trailer for you guys.
It's the night of the senior prom. The Bates High School gym is alive with excitement. Everybody is there, even Carrie White. The girl no one likes.
We're all sorry about this incident, Cassie.
It's Carrie!
And everyone makes fun of her.
Free Carrie! Free Carrie!
The girl who lives in that creepy house with her crazy mother.
Help the sinning woman see the sin of her days and ways. Show her that if she had remained sinless, the curse of blood would never have come on her.
The girl with the strange power.
If I concentrate hard enough, I can move things.
But tonight, no one will laugh at Carrie.
If you don't have a date for the prom next Friday, would you like to go with me?
She's with the best-looking boy in the senior class.
He's trying to trick me again.
She'll be voted queen of the prom.
You know, I can make sure that you don't hurt Carrie White anymore.
Carrie White just wants to be a normal girl. But because of all the religious abuse she gets from her mother at her scary-looking house, she's sort of developed a power of telekinesis, which means she can move things around without actually having to touch them. Now she gets harassed at school, gets picked on all the time. So much, in fact, that the girls at her high school want to pull off the ultimate prank. With the senior prom coming up, Carrie is actually asked out by one of the popular boys. And even though her mother pleads to her that everyone is going to laugh at her, she decides to go. And she looks beautiful. But those girls will still pull off the prank as planned, and they have no idea what they're in for. Now, I still think John Carpenter's original Halloween is the scariest movie I've ever seen. I mean, it's pretty much what made the slasher formula what it is. And it's very meticulous that it has to stay within realism. But Carrie? Damn, that was awesome. I actually can't believe how much I enjoyed this film. This was really the first Stephen King novel to be adapted for the screen. And while I haven't read the novel and can't compare it for this review, Brian De Palma has done an absolutely bang-up job bringing a fantastic horror film. This is really one of those cases where you can say they just don't make them like they used to. The best thing about its horror is how little horror there actually is. In fact, there really is only one big set piece that's rather gruesome. But everything before that is built up through the characters that aren't just stock people you throw away. Especially Carrie, who is the sort of high schooler that I think we can all relate to. Not the cheese ball or the ditz that always dies. Sissy Spacek plays a shy young girl who knows what she wants, but she can't achieve it. And it's through her and everyone else in these little situations that make the final showdown oh so satisfying. Again, I commend you, Mr. De Palma. This is a film that was made in his prime. He utilizes visceral visuals and different editing styles. And best of all, the one take. There's one scene that takes us on an overview of the prom that is just so cinematic. And he builds tension like no other. And we would see this kind of craft again in other films like Blowout and even Scarface. But basically, Carrie is a great horror film, and that's rare for me to say. If more horror films were made like this, I'd be at the movie theater every weekend for another thrill. I'm gonna go ahead and give Carrie a solid A. So if you're like me who hadn't seen Carrie before, and if you still haven't, what did you think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? And why? Leave one of those comments down below, and if you like any of my reviews or would just like to continue on my 100 Days, 100 Movies challenge, then you can subscribe that direction. Good thing I saw a horror movie today because we have 23 more movies to go, so keep those suggestions and recommendations coming, as long as it's not the number 23. And don't forget one of these guys. And once again, I'm sorry for earlier, but I'm also DJ Fish for Fish to Go Movie Reviews. Movie reviews on the go.
That's the picture.